and welcome to Geekology. I'm David.
And I'm Sven.
And tonight we're reviewing issue 50 and 51 of Eagle Moss's Star Trek, the official Starship Collection magazine and models. So, issue 50, greatly anticipated.
Yes.
Now I cheat, you don't, so whilst you're opening yours up and having a look, I shall quickly go to the magazine.
So, if there's anything in there you didn't know.
Well, yes. So, high gloss cover. The standard formula for the magazine is that the front page is basically a glossary of what's in there and how to correctly mount your model on the stand. They are not always self-evident. A really nice CGI shot of the Enterprise. Some background information from when Pike, the original Pike. So we have a topographical view with the art shot of the ship. Mm-hmm. Then some really nice early art shots for the concept pieces, which we've seen a few billion times. But nice.
I haven't seen before, but they're
they're definitely. But it's a nice compilation. Some good background bits, some nice model bits. It's generally a nice magazine. Nothing in it too stunning, but we're on about one of the most photographed and well-known ships.
I mean, hell, the original filming model's currently in the Smithsonian being redone. So
again,
after they screwed it up last time.
Yeah. Now, there are a few bits about this I didn't like. Oh, a Europlane. That's unusual.
Yep.
So, I'm very curious now. Oh, can I see yours?
Yeah.
Because I'll show you yours. No, I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
That's not at all creepy.
No, it's not at all creepy. It's right, I want to have a look at your main deflector dish. Your main deflector dish has got not as much of a curve on it as mine, but it does tip upwards.
It's only very slight, so it's not yours.
Yeah. Now, one of the things that a lot of people commented about from the early pictures was the fact that the main deflector dish in this is made out of a clear orange plastic.
Transparent orange, yeah.
But I have to say, I like it. It adds a metallic look to it that I don't think they'd have gotten with anything else. That is not the bit I have a problem with. I really hate the nacelles. It's the buzzard round scoops, to be specific. They're orange. I know they're meant to be orange in certain ways of the light, but in certain ways of the light they were also crimson. And I prefer to see them as more of the crimson colour than this orange colour. I mean, anything's better than the Corgi version that was painted Dado orange. But it's orange. The other thing that struck me was they went with the original model version of the ship, which means no lines.
Yeah.
Which is strange when you consider that all the original models had lines. It was just because you couldn't see them on film, you thought she was smooth.
Yeah.
If you flip her over...
But Ben did say he was going for the original look.
Yeah. No, I approve of that. So if we flip it over... okay, obviously the first thing that should be specified is that the metal component of this is the
main saucer section. Yeah.
But that's it. Now we start hitting what I consider to be problems. First thing that strikes me is the massive join mark around the bottom of the saucer section.
You see, I don't see that as a huge problem because that's where a ring would have been anyway.
Yeah, it's meant to be a subtle line, not a whacking great groove.
Well, yeah, I suppose.
It's purely, it just looks sloppy. It just looks
I don't understand
sloppy.
why they've made that bit out. Why that's a separate part.
Again, I don't know, because it's not like it's concealing any mechanics. There's no screws or anything tied. Then
join line around the edge.
Join line on the edge is
So that's a bit weird.
Then we'll move on to the main drive section, at which point we've got a really horrible join line all the way down the back. There's no need for that. Hidden. There's no need for that at all. Wow. That could have been a sealed component with just the bit for the main deflector dish as a clip-on piece. because this isn't doing anything. The shuttle bay on this model doesn't work, so why have that joined part there?
Well, it would need to be split somewhere.
Yeah, but you do it front and aft. Have this just as a tube. So I'm not loving that. I'm also not loving how the nacelles sit on the arms.
Yeah, struts.
Yeah, main strut. It's
not
sloppy.
very well.
Sloppy. It just doesn't look. I was hoping for a hell of a lot more from this model to be good. Well, what parts of it jump out? I'll tell you, what do you think the plus points for it are?
Well,
It's the Enterprise!
Well, yeah, there is that. It's the fact that there don't appear to be any really big errors. I don't know the ship as well as I perhaps should. The most annoying thing to me is the fact that the registry number decal is not where it should be.
No, it never is on any of the models.
It's off to the left when you look at it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem to be quite in the right place. Sort of like
again,
rotation.
none of the models, but they differed so hugely across the spectrum for this ship.
I'm amazed that some of the detail is there.
What, like the square and the
red lines. Oh yeah, the fact that those are on there is.
Yeah, no triangle though.
Yeah, mind you, there is that.
Yeah, but it should be green.
And then the fact that you've got the red lines here and here on the underneath of the saucer section. And those.
But that was a later affectation. That didn't go until the remastered version. Although it's on the art prints and the model shots. If you on the episodes, you can't see them.
Yeah, but it's like it was on the model.
Yeah, you just couldn't see
right
them
from the start.
Yeah, but you could never see them. There was lots of things on that model you could never see.
Oh yeah. The Bombay doors for a start. The one thing that doesn't bother me is the orange buzzer drum scoops.
Really?
Because they always looked orange to me whenever I was watching the show.
See, whether it was sort of crimson.
Well,
Crimson for me.
I mean, if I was painting it myself, it'd probably be an orangey red.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's difficult to sort of like put the whole multicolour effect in this, and
you
from a distance it always seemed orange to me, whereas obviously it seemed red to you. But let's face it, no two humans see colours the same way anyway. I'm glad they didn't do anything silly like put blue lights in the warp nacelles.
Yeah, yeah.
Like QMX are doing with their version of this.
You're joking?
No.
Why are they doing it?
They're doing one of their ridiculously large, super detailed ones, and they're putting blue lights in, like the Enterprise one, the NX-01 has.
But she never did.
No, she didn't, and it's just like, why?
That's a useless.
And they're overdoing the grid lines as well. They're not even making them subtle. They've gone.
Here's a line.
Full blown. Let's stick to the blueprints, even though that wasn't what the ship looked like.
Okay.
I don't have a huge problem with that line on there, because when I've made the model kits, there's always been a line there.
Okay. When you're holding the model, your thumb is primarily over the shuttle bay. Flip it over so you can have a good look at that bay.
I mean, that shuttle bay is hideous,
isn't it?
It looks the wrong shape and there's no detail. Well, the
detail was there. It's been blurred out.
Yeah. I do not like the way that the nacelles are connected in.
No.
I'm intrigued with the nacelles themselves seeming so long. I know it's right, you just think they look.
Yes, they are. In all fairness, that's because some of the toys we've had recently have been out of scale. That's the one thing I will give this. It actually looks to scale.
Yeah. And you know, if I've not got it here, I don't have any problems with it.
I've got, you know, you're doing that, and all I can hear is dum 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 dum.
even when I'm doing that, I'm just thinking, if I'm walking past this, I've literally got to do this, look at it directly on to see the problems with it, and look at it at angles where
you do need to be close to it before it starts screaming at you.
So I don't think I have any real grumbles for it. Okay, there's little bits of detail, but it's nothing that's putting me completely off.
Fair enough. It wouldn't stop me owning one. The bits I'm not happy about it are not deal breakers for me. It's just I'd hoped for more.
Right.
But
for the £10 price point?
The join marks are really sloppy.
Yeah. I can understand that. Makes it look like a £10 toy.
It's almost like a £10 model. Who knew?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's suffering from Enterprise syndrome.
A little bit, maybe.
But nowhere near as bad as some of the others. Yeah, the C really sucked.
Which apparently they couldn't put the impulse engine on.
Because the modelist was off that day?
I don't know, but apparently, I didn't look at it in detail, but apparently there's a really good technical reason why that wasn't on there. They couldn't put it on for technical reasons.
Yeah, technical reasons somebody forgot. No, I'm not buying technical reasons. I'm really not. At work we have a technical thing, it's called a hammer. It's what we use to adjust things. No.
Shall we move on to the next
Hirogen? One? Ah, yes, that one all happy. Right, so this ship, we have a standard high glass cover, heads correctly match your model onto the frame, and then loads of good stuff. A CG art shot that never existed in any of the episodes, which is awesome.
You know what this makes me think of?
There is that, but whilst you're going poo, which yes it does, but also imagine it covered in red blood, and then what does it look like? Just splatters of blood all the way through it.
Yeah, can I put it on a stave and call myself Nero?
No, that wasn't what I was going for. Think a different spacefaring franchise.
There is another one.
Firefly. It looks like any of the ships they used in Serenity.
The Reavers.
The Reavers. It looks like a Reaver ship. Then there's lots of background history about the Hirogens. Some art
it does look like
shots for the ship.
Blast from Transformers Fall of Cybertron.
It does. I have to say as well, being a massive Voyager fan, this was the first time I'd ever seen these concept pieces.
Oh, okay. Well, again, it's Voyager, isn't it?
It's Voyager.
We keep getting that with Voyager stuff.
Now, this is what makes this magazine truly novel. The CG sketches. I've never seen CG sketches. So I was very, they've gone through all the mocking of how it was done, the colorization. I liked reading this. It didn't go in depth, but it was nice. Now, for the model itself. This is one where they put all the metal. It is a very heavy model. The painting is gorgeous. The join marks on the front and the engines and the warp engines and the weapon points are all well done. Discreet, hidden out the way. This is the only one that isn't.
That's a bit of a giveaway, isn't it?
Actually, you know what? I've got no issue with that at all for this ship. Not at all. This...
I take it that's where panel lines would have been anyway.
Yes. Yeah. And the paint job that they've done around here is just... This is beautiful. This is
really
stunning.
well done. It's another example of...
A weird ship
may
done
not sell very well. Let's make sure it's as good as possible.
The thing is, it was an interesting species in Voyager. It had some fascinating plot points, but the ships were not that well shown.
Yeah.
The species were, not the ships. But just, wow. Incredibly well done. The paint on it is beautiful. It is. There's no way to quite describe how very, very well done they made this ship. And it's not a ship I have a thing for. It's not one of the, I've really been looking forward to it. So I was like, oh great, yeah, they're going to do that.
It is really well done.
Isn't it?
It's like Fortunate, it's like, you know, a whole load of the stuff we've had recently that aren't hero ships.
It makes no sense.
No.
These really obscure ships.
I mean, it means very little to me because I'm not hugely into Voyager.
Yeah, but you know what you know what it is, right? I swear to you, they've got two different computer programs. programmers sitting there. One of them is a massive Star Trek fan, and he's going, I want this ship and this ship and this ship, and oh, we're going to do this. And then there's some guy who spent like 20 years learning art and design, and he's massively into the computer side of it, but doesn't give a toss about ships. They give him all the obscure stuff, so he's tweaking it and making sure the molds are perfect. Where the other guy's going, yeah man, this is rad, and just producing this. Okay, seriously, pretend you do not know anything about the series at all. Somebody hands you these 2 ships, going, right, review these for such and such. Would you think that this is the main ship? Or are you going to go with the really well done one, with all the pretty artwork, the really nice paint job? Are you really going to think that this is the ship?
See where you're coming from.
The quality is amazingly different. And when you go £10 model, you're like, really? 10? Yeah, okay, yeah, sign me up. £10 model.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a £10 model. Yeah. Right, so 9.5 very well deserved points from me.
Okay, fair enough. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 because I don't see
What?
anything
You
wrong
give
with
it a 9? Seriously?
I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, it's like,
Okay.
it is what it's supposed to be. I suspect there may have been a little bit more modelling that could go on it, but
The only
that paint
thing,
job, that looks fine. doesn't
the
it?
only thing they could have done, and I'm not taking points away from them, it's just that they could have done it, is the end caps of the protected warp nacelles could have been made out of translucent orange plastic. Or they could have painted that detail in.
Yeah.
But it's not a massive deal.
No.
It's by no. I mean, you hand this ship to most Voyager fans and they wouldn't even know that that was meant to be illuminated.
And the fact that they picked out the backing so was quite cool.
Yeah.
So before we score this, shall we pull out some of the previous renditions, considering this is definitely not where no one has gone before.
Quite a lot of people have gone there before this. Okay,
so,
right. What have you got in mind?
Beasley mentioned it. There's the Corgi one with this amazing Corgi stamp on the one strut and copyright information on the other.
Yeah, they made that very accurate. And again with weird join marks.
Yeah, Micro Machine.
Yeah, trying to find one of those with straight nacelles is interesting.
It's not happening.
God, I haven't seen one of these in ages. I own one of these now.
Furuta?
I cannot find one with nacelles that are not bent out of shape.
Yep.
Oh man,
Absolutely.
I'd forgotten how cool this is. I know a girl who's got these as earrings. Oh man.
And amazing how you look at that neck now on that Furuta one and you just go, oh god, that's horrible.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen this thing in ages.
And then the 2 Johnny Lightning editions.
Now, the Lightning editions I like. I like the Lightning
Because for the size of it, there's nothing wrong with it.
No. And see, people kicked off because they were meant to be metal. And it's like, no, the stand is metal, the ship is plastic. This thing is one of the worst renditions ever done. It is shockingly bad.
But that's the closest one.
This
size-wise.
For the size and cost, was great fun. How could you not love that?
Yeah. The Corgi one, how much was this?
That was
20
actually
quid,
20 quid, yeah.
So it's double the price, double the size, double the detail. No, it's not double the detail.
It's not double detail.
In fact, if anything, I think the...
Although I'm happier with that colour.
Yeah, that's fair enough, I think.
And they always got the decal in a decent area.
Quite. But there's stamps on those.
Yeah, but the paint job
Quails
on the
are
bottom
really-
of the bag
is
really
nice.
nice.
And the fact they put the split down the middle
Yeah.
as well. Which is quite cool. And then you've got the Johnny Lightning ones where you've got a damaged one.
Love the battle damage one. Even though it's wrong.
Even though
So
it's wrong,
many ways.
yeah. Very, very wrong.
How'd you snap your deflector dish off?
Say again?
How do you snap your deflector dish off?
Oh, I don't remember.
It was in the back. Did I tell you what the detailing on this would be used? It's only the big black splotches.
Yeah.
Really let us down. Just so cool. Yeah, I always wondered what kind of battle she would have been in, where she was only attacked from above with mild scorch marks underneath.
But it kind of looks like the damage pattern that was on the Constellation. So I'm just wondering whether they took the damage. they were trying to do a Constellation and couldn't get it right.
Although the main deflector dishes on these were hideous.
Yeah.
But the ship itself. So are we going to score each one of these and then this?
No, I mean let's have a look at, you know, this is just to compare how it's been done before. The Corgi one was nice.
Corgi one is really nice, but the stamps let it down.
Bloody hideous.
That thing's ridiculous. These were great for the price.
For what they were. I mean, it was all like £3 for 3 ships.
Something like ridiculous. Those I thought were very good. It was only the deflector dishes that let them down, and the fact that the buzzer round skips on them are brown.
Yeah, and the fact that the decal is off centre and too big.
Well, yeah. So aside from all of those facts.
But isn't that the same number of problems that are with that one?
Yeah, but this one's better done than that one.
Which one do you say is better? The Eagle Moss one?
Yeah.
There's your problem. It's the best done version of this ship in this kind of size.
Corgi's the best one.
Yeah, but that's double the size.
Double the size of the cost, yeah. But it's still not right. I mean, the thing is, if you flip over this one, yeah, you've got the join problem that this one has.
Yeah.
You don't have the join problem with the struts. You don't have the join section with the thing, but the main deflector dish is a major letdown.
And brown, the brown ram scoops.
Yeah. It's hard, but the Enterprise is getting a 7.
Okay.
From me.
I'm going to give it an 8 because one, I'm probably not as familiar with it as you are.
Okay.
So it's not affecting me so badly, the errors that you pointed out.
Okay.
And it looks fine to me. I mean, it looks like the Enterprise to me. And bearing in mind this is based on a ship that was modelled in 1964 originally. You know, I don't have any huge problems with it, so I'm going to give it an 8. It probably makes me a person of hatred on the internet.
No, because there's some people out there going, it's a 10, it's a 10.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people out there going, it's a 4, it's a 4.
Oh God, no, it's not that bad. They've produced worse models.
Yeah, I don't see a huge problem.
I wouldn't say it's one of the ones that makes me want to really continue with my subscription, but it's not one that would cancel.
Yeah.
This one, on the other hand, whoo, very happy with this one.
Absolutely. So yeah, 8 from me, 7 from you, 9, 9.5.
There you go. Right, well, thank you very much for watching. You can subscribe to us here on YouTube. You can follow us on both Facebook and Twitter, and we're at one live event confirmed for next year, which is First Contact Day, which we are massive supporters of. Keep up the good work, fellas, and we look forward to reading your comments below. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.
You flip her over, main deflector dish is metal. I'm not loving the joy. Sorry, I meant the saucer section is metal. Yeah. Oh. Wow, he's been really generous to me today. So if you flip her over, I mean, the first thing that stands out is the fact that the saucer section is actually the metal component.
Which needs to be really.
But then you start hitting what I consider to be flaws. First of all, the bottom of the main deflector dish, there's a really sloppy join line all the way
saucer
around.
section.
Yeah. Right. What did I say?
Deflector dish. Again. Shall we start that again?
I'm going to be cut because I'm talking too much.
That was accentuated.
Accentuated?
Fuck's sake.
Should we have another go at that one?
Yeah.
Hello, editors fan. Use that as a fucking blooper.
Probably wrong.
So, Do you feel that the orange in that was accentuated in any way?
Yes.
Seriously gone.